Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 between Hypokrass and Chaichain in the Steel Division 2 Division 2 Season 11 League. Let's dive right in here to Tsel. And on the left in the red we have Chaichain playing Spear of Kessel on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue we have Hypokrass playing first Fallschirmjager on Maverick Income. So starting with Spear of Kessel, a division, this is definitely one of its best maps, if not its best map. It's got a lot of great tools for this. Recon tab, not a ton here. You did get the Hataro Yahor, which are a nice 15-point, like, chunky 10-man squad for 15 points, which is pretty nuts. And you get them in high availability, so pretty good there. You get the Brandenburger Aufklärer, which is basically just like an overpriced radio for all intents and purposes. The infantry tab, obviously, like what we're looking at here in this division. So Higavidash, Sakeli, basically like bad Higavidash, essentially. So lots of Molotov throwing. Then you have the Brandenburger, which are your main infantry. Of course, very strong commando, long range, like super Panzergrens, essentially, with a grenade. Then you have the Brandenburger Pio with the double flamer. That's pretty solid as well. He's got some Panzergrens in here too. The tank tab, mostly Stugs, but he's actually taking the Panzer IV card as well. A good choice here because the Panzer IV is a better support tank for like supporting infantry because of the double machine gun. So I definitely understand that choice here. The support tab, pretty solid overall. You get Stu 42s, which is nice. He's taking the little police vehicle, which is an interesting choice. He's got the Flampanzer as well, Brandenburger MG42s and normal MG42s in a half track. The AT tab, not amazing, but it doesn't have to be amazing in this matchup. You have 40Ms, Martyr 2s, and the Pack 40. AA tab, solid enough to get the job done here. We have both, you got 40 mils, 88s, and flak 20 mils. I mean, actually, it's pretty phenomenal, all things considered. RD tab is pretty bad for this division. You basically just get like West's 81 mil mortars, the 75 mil like fast firing RD gun, and then not that powerful off map at the end of the day. I mean, I guess actually that one is. I think there's a bad one and a good one. I can't remember. I think there's two though. And the air tab, nothing really to write home about here. You got ME210 with a pretty bad bomb loadout, some light recon, and then the BF-109 G6U4, which is a solid fighter, but not anything like crazy good. On the other side here, Hypokrass playing first Fallschirmjager. Honestly, a really odd choice in my opinion. I'm not sure why you would pick this division for this map. I mean, Fallschirmjagers can be good if you like space them well, you know, like fight between the forests and not in the forest, but you don't have a ton of good CQC, and you don't have any light armor. This is a really strange choice, in my opinion. The recon tab, it's fine. You get a couple of Scharfschütze, and you get the Abwehrs, which are a good Panzerschreck recon unit. The infantry tab, it's Fallschirmjagers, right? You get the FG42s, which are probably the preferred choice on this map. You do get the Fallschirmjager ZF, but they're not as great on this map because, again, you're a lot tighter in a lot of cases. Then you have the Stolstrup, the Fallschirm Stolstrup, which are phenomenal. Those are incredibly good CQC infantry. They absolutely slap, but you only get one card of them, and you basically just bring them in A. So you only get 6. And then you get the Sherm Pioneers, which are, again, one of the worst CQC units in the game. For price, they're just not good. Like, they have rifles when they need to have submachine guns, and then you have Grenadier MG42s to fill out the rest of the infantry, and then Fallschirm Pioneers as well, which are really not great pioneer units because they're 30 points, and I mean they're very good units, but at actual CQCing they're not that great. Your tank tab only has Tigers. The support tab is good. I mean, it's good. It's got a bunch of LG42s, IG18s, MG42s, and 34s. So like nothing wrong with that. The AT tab, pretty solid. I mean, you get an interesting mix of stuff. You could get a Pack 43. Doesn't have it here. Just at the Pack 40, the Breda gun, and the Jagdpanzer IV along with some Panzerschrecks. And then A tab, it's solid. You get Flak 88s and SDK of Z72s. Not amazing, but solid enough. The RD tab got a buff recently where they got some heavy guns, so they got something to work with now. He's not taking any mortars, though. He's taking just the 105s. What? I am absolutely at a loss right now. The air tab, pretty solid. You get the Sagittario, which is a phenomenal fighter, and ME410s, which are pretty good bombers, all things considered. Zippy and pretty good resilience, so we're off here. See an early FI 156C recon. These are very bad resilience. 15 points, though. Very slow. I mean, nice they're getting some information on the cheap. Almost nothing deployed up north for either player here. Of course, the Higavidash coming in the super slow Botons. Big push in the center, which we talk about all the time. Red side is definitely rougher on this map. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, the terrain favors you, but my God, the flag layout just kind of like bones you so hard. I mean, maybe that was why. Maybe they actually thought it through and said, you know what? The terrain is better for red side, so we're going to give blue the better flags. Maybe they thought that. Probably they didn't. An early STK of Z7-2 forcing off that FI-156. I don't know if he predicted that. There's very little down south. Essentially nothing here to actually cover this southern pass other than this IG-18. So really surprising there. Chaichain pushing in as he's sensing this weakness here, but Hypokrass with an easy 14-10 capturing the flag up north. Chaichain haven't even unloaded yet? Oh no, it's just that slow. Okay. So the Stolstrup and Fallschirmjager FG-42s have arrived. And the Fallschirmjager FG-42s are one of the few units that could definitely stand up to the Brandenburger successfully. Brandenburger Aufklär Recon trying to get in here to get some radio in, I guess? Now, what are these things? Sendors. They just have 2 Breda guns. 2 Breda machine guns. And they drive around. How much armor do they have? 15 millimeters in the front? I mean, it's enough to stop small arms, so. Grenadier MG42 has no chance against this Brandenburger. This is an unfortunate mismatch, to say the least. All right, Fallschirmjager FG42s versus Brandenburgers. Who's winning? The first bout, even. Now, the Fallschirmjager is 2 men smaller, so that definitely matters. And this push down south developing, Chaichain making some progress. This is definitely a mistake on Hypokrass' part. The southern portion is honestly, I think, like the easiest part for red to push, other than the hill in the center, which you can very easily get to early. But, like, if you push the southern part and capture this, like, you can completely cut off this reinforcement and grab these 2 flags for essentially free. Or I should say 1 flag. But then that cuts off the hill and allows you to get both of these flags. So, Flammpanzer getting in here. It's a good place for it. But this is a little tight. Any Panzerfaust can kill it at this range. And Chaichain making the right choice and not even bringing it into the woods. Brandenburg is coming with the triple star. Fallschirmjager FG-42, this is not where they want to be fighting these things. They got a grenade and they do not. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh god, that was an absolute rout. Stolstrup would be a good tool here, but they're like 4-on-1ing, and that's definitely bad. And this is a disaster right out of the bat here. I mean, ay. Stolstrup not in the building, just standing out in the open to get shot. Breda gun in a nice spot here. Pack 177 does take out one of those Sendors here. Sesendor? Sesendor? Let's go with Sesendor. And the hill position just getting absolutely crushed. Kessel showing off its strength here. Oh, Grenadier Fear goes down immediately. ME-410 trying to save the day. Way too late and gonna miss its bombing strike completely. Absolute disaster here for Hypokrass. Hasn't even held on to this center flag. No unit here. You could put a Fallschirmjager FG-42 here and it would actually do a lot of damage. As Hypokrass tries to rebuild a line here, he's got to stop this immediately. Otherwise, he's never getting back over this bridge again, and he's going to lose the hill permanently, and he's going to lose this flag, and it's going to be really bad. Remember, these guys are on mere income, so no player is getting any sort of advantage at any point. Higavadash, will they unload the Stolstrup in time? With the help of whatever that was, they will. Yep, MG-42. Oh, and one of the precious Stolstrup getting wasted. Oh, now they're going to get finished off. Oh, goodness gracious. That's so not bad. It's so bad. And now Chaichain's building up an attack force up north. His central push going so well, he doesn't have to commit anything else to the center here. Stu-42 going to wipe out that IG-18, which is trying with the Teach Shell, but has no chance, really. Breda gun getting in there. Where it's going, I'm not sure. Okay, right here. That's a good choice. Not too far forward. Although in range of this machine gun, and that means it's going to die. Yep, this Brandenburg going to absolutely wipe it out. Yep. Oh. Okay, so Hypokrass making a nice play here, changing the reinforcement route so it comes down this way instead. ME-210 can't get through the SDK of Z7-2 here. Fortunately, the weird line of sights make it blocked by the trees. Tsel early 75 million. as Hypokrass tries to rebuild an attack force to attack the hill. Chaichain currently on a 13-11. Sharpshooter gets spotted, and it goes down. The other sharpshooter up here. Not much happening, though. But again, it looks like, here we go, a little bit of move here from Chaichain with his light armor. I mean, he's using a lot of it. This division is not known for its light armor, but he's making good use of it here. I mean, this Fallschirmjager has no way to stop this thing. Remember, flames on these vehicles go 160 meters, so they outrange like a Panzerfaust. So right now it should start shooting. Unless he can't see it. Nope, there it is. And with the double flames, they do a lot of damage. Yep, no chance there. Good use of those. We don't see them a lot. They are a fun unit. Like, Flampanzers are fun, but, I mean, generally speaking, they're not great because they're very easy to kill with Panzerschrecks or bazookas or, you know, any form of light AT on infantry. 75 mils going after the IG-18, which was spotted by the FI-156. Yeah, Hypokrass really doesn't have the points to be calling in a fighter to stop that. Grenadier spam coming in to try to save the day. Both divisions a interesting mix of, like, it's basically examples of elite with garbage supporting. Technically, Higavidash is supposed to be special units, but they're really, like, they don't put out that much damage. But basically, the Brandenburgers are supported by the Higavidash. And the Fallschirmjagers are supported by the Grenadier MG42s. Unfortunately, they're too close together, though, because that means every time one of these units shoots at them, all the units get pinned. The bombing strike, well placed, does force the Brandenburgers off, but the MG42 is still there, and all these Grenadiers kind of just wasted. Getting shot out running through this swamp. Gun not unloaded. Hypokrass making a major micro mistake here. Does not kill off the Flampanzer, then it gets away. Can still kill this Sessendor here. He will get one hit, but it's not enough because it doesn't do, like, Gun doesn't actually do a ton of damage. And when you're dealing with those light tanks, it won't kill him in one unless you do the 8 damage. Artie successfully kills off the SDK Z7-2, opening up the skies again. ME-210 immediately taking advantage of that, taking out that MG-42. Chaichain currently on a 14-10. This is a beautiful masterclass in combined arms right now. Light armor, air recon, air bombers, artillery, support MG-42s. Fallschirmjager does get his Panzerfaust off and kills off that Flampanzer, but now the killing of that Gun opens back up the Flampanzer, the second Flampanzer. Stahlstrup and Fallschirmjager Pioneers have no chance against this Brandenburger in cover. Triple star, absolutely devastating. Brandenburger MG-42 does go down. Lightens the defense a bit here. Tiger coming in now. I mean, that's a choice. Already going after what I assume was an IG-18 or something there. Sessendor coming back in to support. Flampanzer pushing forward. Is he going to repeat his last mistake, which was putting it in this light forest right next to a green forest? Yeah, he is. IG-18 getting the first shot off and stopping the Higavidash. Fallschirm Pioneers coming in. We're now into B phase, or about to be into B phase, so both players can get access to all their points, but things are not looking good here for Hypokrass at all. I mean, if he had mortars like he should, he could be smoking off this push. I'm actually absolutely baffled by the not having mortars. Oh, this artillery has been absolutely on point. Oh no, that's a Stu-42 on the hill. Oh, and this is where, and again, this is where things get really bad. Because now you just position some AT or HE on the hill here, and you can just cut off this whole reinforcement. Like, this is actually the worst thing that can happen as the blue seam. I think too many people don't put enough energy into defending this southern flank when you're blue. I mean, this northern flank push feels devastating, but it's actually much easier to get back on this hill. You can unload, like, you know, you could set something up to stop them from totally covering you off. unload down here and walk up, and this hill is really tight, so you can get right into this forest and work your way back in. This, on the other hand, it's all open. Like, everything here is open. There's no, like, sneaking into this position. There can be more AT over here. Like, it's just not good. Tiger going after that Stu-42. Good use of that. Oh, but going way too far. Oh. ME-410. Good bombing strike to force off those infantry. Fallschirm Pioneer doesn't have any way to kill this anyway. Jagdpanzer 4 in, but it's not going towards the stinking Flammpanzer there. And the infantry are just dying one by one. They're not really having much of an effect. Grenfjord goes down. Another SDK dead in. Now this flag lost. Center push now from Chaichain as well. It's now 16-8. Yeah, and this center defense, I mean, Hypokrass had a lot of stuff here, but it just got broken down. This already has been absolutely on point. Oh, I am not looking forward to running into this guy in the playoffs. I mean, I gotta work my way through Luna first, so good luck with that one. Just looks cool. Little combined arms. This actually looks World War II-y. This, not so much. Oh my goodness gracious. That was a little bit overkill. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of overkill. He was going for the Tiger kill, I think. But he didn't even really do a ton of damage. Up north, the defense is holding for now. We do see a Panzerschreck finally in. He had those in A phase. Why didn't he use them? It's really weird. He had them. They're only 20 points. He could have had them all over the place. SDK of Zeddy are going to go down to the Brandenburger. Oh, God, that's bad. Fallschirmjagers, ZFs, and FG-42s coming in. ME-410 coming to kill those. I mean, Kessel is a good division, but it is a tough division. Like, your units are very expensive. You have to trade well. You have to use your combined arms well. Otherwise, it's very easy to get spammed or just ground down, and it's hard to replace your losses. But first Fallschirmjäger suffers from a lot of the same issue. But again, they have some really cheap infantry to work with in their Grenadiers. First Fallschirmjäger's big issue is the lack of like all armor that's like usable to be like flexible and aggressive. That they have a limited pool of, I mean their AT is all limited to A, but you do get a good bit of it. Their arty is not like phenomenal, but it is good. I mean, you got the mortars, the radio mortars and stuff. Again, the big issue is just it's just those tanks. You got nothing really in the tank set. Tigers are fine. They're nice, but they're not good per se. And, oh, he's ground attacking here. Very interesting. And then your infantry just, yeah, they're much better now, but they're still not amazing. You don't have much good CQC at all. And, yeah, it just doesn't have it. Another ME-210 Giga Strike coming in. Last one does get a little bit there. ME-410 does not do much either. Let's force off these infantry here. Ooh, Jagdpanzer 4 goes down to the Martyr 2. That's a rough trade. Yeah, Jagdpanzer 4s aren't great in this matchup because all the Axis tanks can kill it. It's disgustingly good against allies, but really not great against Axis. Where did that Panzerschreck go? It just didn't do anything. Oh, Sturm Pioneer just pushing in with no support. Gets absolutely wrecked. Fallschirm Pioneers get pinned down by the Sessendor. Double Fallschirmjager ZF coming in. They do not have AT, despite what their little tab thing says. Still a mistake that's held on for quite a while here. So yeah, so coming back a little bit down south here, getting these Fallschirmjager ZF into this position, but these Sesendor here, which I honestly would have thought would have been kind of useless, are just doing the work. And this is the big issue for Fallschirmjager. You have no response to these light vehicles. They're so annoying. Yeah, you have the Breda guns. That's it. Like that's your response to them. And it's not good enough. Like, it just isn't. Something just blew up. Tiger? Yeah, the Tiger just blew up. Pack 40 did the job there. As 2 Sturm Pioneers are going to get rushed in to die. But Hypokrass finally bringing back a 1410, punishing some of this overextension here by Chaichain. But Hypokrass just loves throwing random units around to see what happens. The Jagdpanzer finding that thing, killing that off. Nice kill there. Abwehr in a long-range fight. I mean, they do okay long range, actually. They have some stuff. Obviously, they're not the guy you want doing that. The Abwehr should be over here trying to kill this freaking Flampanzer. Looks like a push in the center here. Brandenburger Pios. I mean, if he's careful with his Fallschirmjagers, he could kill these safely. But good use of smoke here by Chaichain to get his units in. I mean, Fallschirmjager FG42 technically have the advantage, but they're out of cover, so now they don't. So here comes a huge push of a lot of points here. Totally unsupported right now. Stu-42 is still here. Here comes the airstrike again. Going for this Pack 40 undefended. There's no AA here. It all died. Ouch. 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 All the ouchies. I mean, this Sturm Pioneer push was successful in getting back in here, but what is he doing now? He's just throwing down a wall of smoke? These Fallschirmjager ZF could move forward, try to actually help. MG42 doing nice work here. Stu-42 can move back into, like, some position, but the smoke is actually blocking it. Oh, he's actually, like, going in. Oh, goodness gracious. Again, if these were like double flamer, like strong flamer units, I'd say go for it, buddy, but these are just not that good. So the Brandenburgers are beating the Fallschirmjagers pretty consistently here. I think part of it is veterancy, part of it's commando. Both those things do make the Brandenburgers stronger at the end of the day. Oh, and they already just... Oh, no, it's the 81 mil. No, wait, what was that? The Gab? No, the Stu-42. Sorry, Stu-42 doing it. Oh, he's finding some freebie Fallschirmjager. Dude, they do take out the Pack 40, so nice kill there. I mean, very impressed from Hypokrass to push back into this, but he's basically using up all his Maverick income to do it. LG-42 catching out the 88 for free here. That's huge. That's a nice point trade. He's really needed that. He needs that dead before the 81 kills him. Oh, nope, it's going after the Abwehr here. I didn't know it was there exactly. The FI, I guess? ME410 tries to come in to finish the job and can't. Can the LG-42 get one more shot off? No! Oh! And now the 210's gonna kill it. Oh, no! Oh, that's so unlucky. And the Flak-Verling takes out the ME410. That went from a huge positive trade to a massive negative one. Oh. 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 God, that was bad. That was so bad. He really needs... Yeah, Hypokrass has to take a second once he actually grabs places and just pause for a second. He's throwing like weak squads of units forward. Oh, the MG42s came in with these SDKFZs. These are awesome. These are absolutely phenomenal units. For 20 points, these guys do have the same weapon as the SPW233, and like the HE shell does a ton of damage. They can kill light armor. They're absolutely phenomenal units. Pack 40 finding the Stu-42 there on the hill easily. Oh, misses! Ooh. I feel like that happens with the Pack 40 more than anything. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the Pack 40 gets in these spots where it's just like, it's a 60-point unit, feel like it has ambush opportunity, it should be able to kill something, and it misses completely. Oh, wow. And the Air Force now just starting to overwhelm. First Fallschirmjager's AA is nothing incredible. It's solid, it gets the job done, but it's not like shut down the air good. And yeah, like Hypokrass makes ground successfully, and then he just keeps pushing, like with unsupported units that then just get eaten up immediately on the counter push. Oh, Pack 40 got crushed there. Here comes the 88. And that could definitely help. I almost feel like you should put it over here instead. Like 188 is not anywhere near enough to stop the Air Force that's going on right now. So this 242 has been absolutely devastating. It's weird because this map's really not a 2K map at all, but then there's certain situations that develop terrain-wise where a 2K unit is absolutely devastating. Yeah, Fallschirmjager just getting actually crushed. You don't say that often. Fallschirmjager FG-42 is just trying to overwhelm the Brandenburger Pios. I mean, they're succeeding. But he's gonna lose something here because of it. Now another one in. Still gets another flame off and finally goes down. And this Flampanzer got around. This Abwehr still not going back and killing this darn thing. I mean, if one Fallschirmjager doesn't solve your problems, 3 will. '88 getting hit by the 88, but that's obviously a good fight for this 88, since this one's nearly dead. Nope, can't seem to get the kill. Hypokrass is getting pretty unlucky, but there's it's definitely not just that. Why is this 88 still alive? What in the heck? I understand it's suppressed, but my goodness, it's ridiculous. It's missed like 6 shots now. And it still didn't kill it. Oh my god. What? I mean, suppression has that has a accuracy debuff effect, but like all he needed to do is land 1 time. And now the Tiger can't do it either. Wow, that's crap. Like that is total crap. Abwehr still not getting the kill on this Flamma. This is painful to watch now. Oh, no. Now, oh, it finally gets it. Holy crap. Holy. Oh, units dying in transports. Can't be having that. Yeah, I'm not sure I see how Hypokrass gets back into this game. This has been just a circus of errors. I mean, starting with the big one, picking first Fallschirmjager on this map. Oh, now the Tiger getting hit by the 88 that just won't freaking die. Oh. Oh. Sometimes you just watch a game and you just, like, you feel so bad. Like, and it's happened to all, like, it's a game that happens to all of us where just everything goes wrong. And just, like, everything that occurs gets worse than the thing that happened before. Now this 242 is going to eat this Pack 40 alive. Oh. Oh. It's so hard to watch. And this Brandenburger Pie is going to kill every single Grenadier here. Oh, and the Tiger. Oh, it bounces it. These Grenadiers have literally no chance. 242 finally goes down. Oh my god, the Brandenburger Pie hasn't even taken damage. Oh, emotional damage. Fallschirmjager ZF getting a kill on leader there, trying to carry the squad here. Oh. Man, this was so rough. That's okay. It's important to see these kind of games too. They do happen. especially for newer players. I think newer players think like, oh, I try to cast games. A lot of times I try to cast games that are pretty close because of course they're more exciting. But it's important to note that these games do, and again, it's not that Hypokrass played really poorly. It's just Chaichain outplayed him very much so, and the division matchup was awful for this map. And that happens, like especially in quick play and stuff. You don't have a choice of what you're getting matched up with or what map you're on. And if you're like trying to play divisions that aren't just universally good, like you're trying to learn other divisions, yeah, I mean, sometimes you're going to end up in matches and on maps that are just horrible, and the game's just going to go bad to worse. And yeah, skill obviously mitigates that, and if you're a phenomenal player, you can work around some of that, but even so, both these players are phenomenal players, and sometimes, like, crap just goes horribly wrong, and then keeps getting worse. And especially when you're playing against a really good player, they don't give you any room to breathe. It's not like when things go wrong, they're like, all right, I'll give you a second to get back in this. No, they tighten the screws and turn on the afterburners to crush you harder. And once you fall far enough behind, the issue is your opponent has tons of combined arms. They got plenty of AA, they got artillery, they got tanks and HE support for their infantry. And, then it's just, what are you going to do? You're throwing infantry at problems to try to, like, just get footholds. And, of course, it doesn't work because they have all the stuff going on and you have nothing, essentially. So it just doesn't go well. 27 minutes, yeah, 32:45 to 11:40. Yeah, that was absolutely backbreaking. Brandenburg here, oh my God. Oh, ugh. Look at all the kills for everything. On the other side here, yeah, like very few kills. Really rough. Happens though. GG. And if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out that Patreon down below. Thanks a bunch for all my current and past Patreon subscribers. You really help out a bunch. It really means a lot. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.